Hey Eric, what's up?
Hey man, what's going on? I'm just working on some lighting for the show. You ready to do this and get kick 2020 the hell out of here?
Man, I'm so ready to get this year over with. And
hey,
it's our last video of the year. So good job. O.G.R is doing really well.
Yeah.
I think people are really loving it and responding to it. I think they're going to really love this song too. I love what you've done to it. We're doing House of the Rising Sun, you know.
That's right.
It's a crusty old song from New Orleans about a...
House of ill repute?
A what?
House of ill repute?
House of... You mean a brothel?
Well, a house where the repute is ill.
Jeez, man, how old are you? Yeah, it's a song about a brothel. It's like 100 years old. It goes all the way back to your time. And I'm just really stoked because the song has no chorus. You know, it's just verses.
Right.
And when I'm listening to the original, I'm like, ugh, I don't think this song's going to go over very well. But man, you've really metaled it up, and I think it's going to be awesome. I think our viewers are going to love it. So,
I think so.
Are we about ready to go? I'm going to go get changed.
We're about ready to go.
Awesome, man. See you in a minute.
All right, bro.
All right.
Leave me hanging. Leave me hanging.
See ya. Hey, welcome back to the Michigan Audio Lab Studios for another edition of O.G.R. I'm your host, Mike Abraham. This old geezer next to me is Eric Van Landingham.
Yo, cut, man, come on. Cut. We could probably get through this without actually digging at one another about...
What do you mean?
Specific, little digs, old geezer. I know it's old guys rocking, but I'm certainly not that old.
Would you...
I wouldn't say geezer.
All right, man, whatever.
Let's try it again.
We'll try it again. You ready? Roll it again. Here we go. Hello and welcome back to O.G.R. from the Michigan Audio Lab Studios. I am your host, Mike Abraham, and this nice young lady next to me is Eric Van Landingham.
Yo,
and
man,
today...
come on. Where are you going with this? Let's keep it clean. Let's not rag on each other.
It's old guys rocking. You don't like being called old, and you don't like being called a guy.
You switched it to young lady. I never said I didn't like being called a guy.
All right, we'll try it one more time.
I'm not making you call me.
All right, one more time. No more insults.
All right.
Okay, ready? No more.
more insults.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
Welcome back to the Michigan Audio Lab Studio. I'm your host, Mike Abraham. This is Eric Van Landingham. And this is O.G.R. and our Happy New Year episode, our special end of the year episode. We have no guests today because we've got so much ground to cover, so much stuff to do before we world premiere our new video, House of the Rising Sun. Pretty cool song, right?
Excellent song.
Really cool. It's from 1964 by Eric Burdon and the Animals. I mean, you probably remember that. Anyway, 2020, we're going to put it in the tank. It's been a really rough year. I don't know about you, but it's been a really rough year for me.
It's been an extremely rough year. I lost both my parents this year within 4 months of each other. And, besides that, I think you...
I've had a lot of loss as well. 3 grandparents, a couple of animals that were like kids to me. It's been a pretty rough year. I can't wait for it to be over, honestly.
2020, gone,
No more live music, no more gigs for us to play. That's why we got to do this
Canceled
show.
so many gigs. The show's great. It's a blessing in disguise, but I would like to play out and do this. There's nothing that says we can't do shows and do this at the same time.
Well, hopefully turning the calendar will turn things around
That's
for
right.
us. And we can put this year in the rear view. I know a lot of you out there watching are feeling the same way. It's been a really rough year for everyone, I think. The music world in particular lost a lot of people this year. We actually put a list together, and this is just some of the list of the people that we've lost in the music world this year. Please don't send us a nasty email because we forgot someone, because the list is just too big.
The list is huge.
Well over 100 well-known names in just music alone. That doesn't even include all the actors and entertainers that we lost as well. Of course, we'll start with Eddie Van Halen.
Absolutely.
I mean, we did a tribute episode.
Did a tribute episode, did a little drainage.
One of, if not the greatest guitar player of all time.
In my opinion, all the way around, the best guitar player that ever lived.
And what a tragic loss. Also, Frankie Banali, drummer for Quiet Riot. They were huge for me coming up when I first started.
And Wasp, which was huge for me in high school.
He was in Wasp. Frankie Banali. I didn't know.
Frankie Banali was in Wasp.
Also, country singer Charlie Pride.
Oh, and Bill Withers.
Bill Withers is on the list, absolutely. I just hadn't gotten to him yet. Yeah. Also from the band The Outfield, Terry Lewis, we lost this year. Mac Davis, the famous actor, he was also a singer. Charlie Daniels, the original Devil Went Down to Georgia, just a phenomenal musician.
Oh, and Bill Withers.
Yes, Bill Withers also died. He's on the list. Little Richard. Many people credit Little Richard for inventing rock and roll.
Yep,
I mean, and maybe in some respects he did. Who else we got? Kenny Rogers, the gambler.
Yep.
We've got Reed Mullen from Corrosion of Conformity passed away this year. Joe Diffie, Brian Howe from Bad Company.
And
I know. Bill Withers died as well. I do know that. Brian Howe from Bad Company. Paul Chapman from the band UFO. UFO lost 2 members this year.
Wow.
Very sad.
Crazy.
And of course, Steve Howland from Molly Hatchet. And the list goes on and on and on, and there's so many. So we're just going to get this year behind us. We're going to do a shot because of the song that we're doing today, House of the Rising Sun. It's of course, we said Eric Burdon and the Animals in 1964, but actually the song is much older than that.
Much older than that.
In fact, they don't even know who wrote it. It's credited sometimes by some people by Georgia Winter, but they say the song could well be over 100 years old, like, back in your time. And so tonight we're going to do a Southern Comfort shot, my favorite. It's a New Orleans original as well, just like this song. So here's to 2020 being in the tank. Thanks everybody for joining in. We're going to do this shot, then we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to do some viewer mail, and then we're going to introduce the new video. Happy New Year! Tastes like 9th grade.
It does taste like 9th grade.
Hey folks, Mike here from O.G.R. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Owl.
Owl who?
I'll be really happy if you'd head over to our YouTube channel and click subscribe. Hello, and welcome back to the Michigan Audio Lab Studios. I'm your host, Mike Abraham. It's another edition of O.G.R., joined as always by Eric Van Landingham. It's time to do our viewer mail now.
You've got mail.
This week's letter comes to us from Steve in Florida. Steve writes, Dear O.G.R., is Eric really as old as he looks? I can tell you.
Cut. Sequencio, cut. This is the last straw. This is bullshit. I told you, man. And that's blank. There's nothing on there. It's you digging on me again. I tell you what, I warned you, brother.
And we're back. As promised, here's O.G.R. covering the Animals classic, House of the Rising Sun. Happy New Year!